are we? Yeah, good morning, afternoon or evening. Lord Standard Gauge here, and once again, it's a pleasure for you to have me on your screen. Now, if you recall back in my 2014 Christmas cheerio, I promised a special announcement early in the new year. Well, thanks to Greg being a bit slow, this announcement is rather late. But, you know, as I always say, better late than pregnant. That's what she said. Anyway, it is with much pleasure and pride that I'm ready to announce that the Lord Standard Gauge 2015 Canadian and United States of America tour is set to begin. Ha-ha! Hooray! So, that's right. In just a few short weeks, I shall be flying into Toronto, and Greg will be catching a container ship, I think, and from there we will start our Canadian tour. Now, we'll be crisscrossing that vast continent by rail, and then heading down into the United States from Vancouver. Now, I will be on certain trains. Of course, I can't be everywhere. I have other media commitments. But Brett will be rail fanning all the popular spots, and we'll cross over to him rather shortly, and he'll fill you in on the details, because quite frankly, I can't be bothered. So, look forward to seeing you all, and we'll cross back to me shortly, and I'll say hurrah, and now it's over to Greg for more of the details. Ha! Aha! Thanks, Lord Stan, for that introduction. That's right, trendsetters, we're heading your way. So can't wait. A couple of weeks we'll be heading in Toronto, and from there we'll be boarding the Canadian. I'll show you a map in a minute where we're going to be, when we're going to be there. And after the Canada portion of the trip, it's pretty well a free-for-all. So what I'd like to do is get as many of you involved in the trip as possible, and I have a blog spot which I will be posting the address up during this clip. And you can hop on there and say good day and ask where we're going to be, see where Lord Stan's going to be, and come along and do some rail fanning with us and have a chat. And it'd be great to meet as many of you as I can. So, we'll go and have a look at the map, and I'll show you where we're going, and we'll have a look from there. Okay, we're starting in Toronto. We've got a couple of days in Toronto just to wait for the train, for the Canadian, and have a quick look around. Probably won't be doing any rail fanning in Toronto itself. Just need to have a bit of a rest and get familiar with being in another country, trendsetters. First time. So, from Toronto, 3 beautiful days on the Canadian. Really looking forward to being on that train with the dome cars that I've looked at since I was, well, 15. They were ahead of their time back then, though. I think they still are. To Jasper. I meet up with a good friend of mine from Australia and his wife. They're on a cruise, so they'll be meeting me. They'll be actually catching the Canadian from west to Jasper, and I'll be catching the Canadian from east to Jasper. And we meet in Jasper. I'm there for a few days before them, and we've got a couple of days. Then we head off up to Lake Louise and all that sort of stuff. Then back on the train in Banff, which I think is around here somewhere. And then off to Vancouver on the Rocky Mountaineer. So that'll be pretty spectacular as well. My friend and his wife fly home then, and then it's just me, trendsetters. I'm a little lonesome, all in the big United States and Canada. So, on the Amtrak Cascades from Vancouver down to Seattle. I'm sure you all know that one. From Seattle, board the Empire Builder, another famous train, through to Essex, Montana. Now, a lot of you probably know Essex, Montana is the home of the famous Isaac Walton Inn, which I first saw on a Pentrax Railroad DVD probably about 10 years ago, and I always wanted to go there, and I am. Not only am I staying in the inn, trendsetters, but I'm staying 2 nights in a Burlington Northern caboose. So that'll be fantastic. Now, at the inn, I'm being met by a really good friend who has very kindly, a good YouTube friend I should say, who's very, very kindly offered to show me around Montana and Mullen Pass, trendsetters. Some of you might know who that is. So, we're going to be spending a couple of days up here around Mullen Pass, and then he'll leave me behind a rock somewhere, and I'll have to find my way onto the Empire Builder again, and head across to Chicago. That's my kind of town. Now, from Chicago, I think I'll stay there for a couple of days. I've heard good things about Chicago, so please tell me if I should stay there longer, what I should see, all that sort of thing. And then from Chicago, of course, back to Mount Cook, and I forget the name of the Amtrak train now. My apologies, I should have looked that up. But anyway, to Mount Cook. And then from Mount Cook, I need to get to North Platte. Of course, we all know why I'm going to North Platte, to see the biggest rail yard in the world, Bailey Yard. Now, I would like to know how to get from Mount Cook to Bailey Yard, because that's becoming a bit of a problem. I'm sure there's a bus, but it's pretty hard to find on the internet. But anyway, and then from back down to Mount Cook, across to Denver. Probably get off at Denver there. Now, after suggestions, I'll tell you in a minute about my blog spot that I have started, and I want this trip to be very interactive. So, you know, after suggestions and what to do, where to go, where I shouldn't go. Now, from Denver over the fantastic Donner Pass. I'm really looking forward to going across Donner Pass, and probably stopping off at Reno, maybe Truckee, or somewhere further up near the top of Donner Pass. So once again, I'd really, you know, like some ideas and that from all you guys and girls where I should stay, where I can get off and have a look up in Donner Pass. And then of course down into Sacramento, Bakersfield, all that sort of thing down there. Then San Fran, then down into LA. And of course from LA to Tehachapi, Cajon Pass. Now of course I'll also need help how to get to Tehachapi and Cajon. Obviously I know no passenger trains run through there. Spent a lot of time there. I'm in the States for nearly 10 weeks, trendsetters. So I hope to meet as many as I can. And then down to Phoenix and out through hopefully to Santa Fe. I'd really like to go to Santa Fe and see how we go from there. Oh, and also from San Francisco, I'd love to get up to the Feather River. Now, that's going to be a bit of a challenge too. So that's roughly the plan. I'm a firm plan up to Essex. After Essex, I'm pretty well open to suggestions. But from this part here, that's all planned up through Canada and down through to Seattle and to the Isaac Walton Inn. Right, trendsetters, well there you go. As you can see, most of the trip is planned until after we do our rail fanning at Mullins Pass. Then after that, it's off to Chicago, and then I'm really up for suggestions on how I should change my plans, or where I should go, where I shouldn't go, and things like that. And of course, I have my blog spot. You can go to Fishplate Films US and Canada Tour. I think it's US Fishplate Film. Yeah, one of those. Fishplate Films. It's up there, trendsetters. Fishplate Films Canada and US Tour. Or GreggsBlogspot.com or somewhere or another. But I'll put the links on the page. And so it's easy for me to get in contact with myself and Lord Stan, see where we're going to be, and hopefully catch up and say good day and do some rail fanning. That's the go, trendsetters. And of course, I'll need lots of information from you guys and girls on how to get to places. And I won't be hiring a car as such, because I really don't want to be driving on the wrong side of the road, or as you say, the right side of the road, by myself. So, but we'll see what happens. If people want to come out for a drive or whatever, we'll see. It'd be great to catch up with many of you as possible. And also, which order I should do things. Maybe I'm doing it all wrong. You say, no, you don't go that way, you idiot. So, we'll see. It'll be interactive trendsetters. It'll like be reality TV or something. But I'm really looking forward to getting over there. This is my first overseas trip, and obviously my first trip to the US. Can't wait to see all these freight cars and locomotives, trendsetters, that I have modelled since I was about 15 years old. It's going to be slightly emotional, I think, to see all this equipment that I've admired since I was a young fella, to see it in the flesh. And I'm sure it'll be fantastic. So anyway, that'll probably do for now. And you're probably wondering why there haven't been many videos of the Birdwood Sub. Well, you can probably, you know, answer that for yourself. Been very busy buying lots of photographic gear, trip costs and all that sort of thing. And also time, trying to get things done on the house before I go. So rest assured, the Birdwood Sub will be getting kicked into gear when I get back from the States. And, you know, that's another thing to look forward to. So anyway, look forward to seeing as many of you as I can. And we'll be seeing you in just a few short weeks. So, okay, back to Lord Stan. Hooroo for now. Well, there you go. Thank you, Greg, for that rather riveting piece of filmatic experience. Well, as discussed, that's our plans, and please look into our blogspot, or young ladies, if you'd like to know where I'm going to be, just hop on my face. Oh, sorry, what? Facebook, apparently. Yes, but we're not using that. No, we're not? No. Okay, don't do that. Yes, check out our blogspot, which will be updating periodically, and that's where you can find when and where you'll be able to come up and say hello and have a cup of tea and do some rail fanning with Greg. So, as it is rather a vast tour that we're doing, and a lot of the stuff we'll be making up as we go along. So, keep an eye on the blogspot, and hopefully I look forward to seeing you in person very, very soon. Ha-ha! Hurrah for now!